Much better, much better. Oh my. For the people that is here, welcome. This is my dark news. I usually call it uncensored news, but I think I've done enough of the uncensored news series. So I'm gonna name this one dark news, as we can get into some very, very dark topics, and we can get a little. I'm having a great time right now, and for some reason it says there's one person in, but I just seen like 4 people send me a message, so that's weird. YouTube's not calculating my shit right. The signal is bad. Wi-Fi, young boy, report news better. Laggy Wi-Fi, young boy, report news better. What's up, man? How are you? I'm doing good. How are you guys? How is this? Is it a little better than the TikTok? Still really laggy? It's laggy? It's lagging? How are you guys today? Alright. It's me, Mac Jones. Yeah, I know. I know. I see you, Mackie. It got better. That was a joke. You didn't get it. Oh, okay. No lag. All right. Awesome. I can chill in my room without a lag. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, but fuck it. I like YouTube. Oh, really? Down to the bottom. I actually only read like, I'd say, percent of that article. I didn't get to the point that that actually happened late 2020. So I'm gonna have to fix up that video and let people know. Got me sitting here 40 minutes refreshing your YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. They're messing with you here on YouTube also. Dang, are you serious? It's lagging? Oh, man. No war with Russia, however, we need to protect Taiwan. So that means V and China ups, and so beat it. Uh, if we go to war with China, we're going to war with Russia, and so back, uh, same vice versa. If we go to war with Russia, we're going to war with China. They are intertwining their moves, so this is not good. They're linking their moves. They're trying to make this as difficult for the United States as possible. North Korea eventually is going to get in this. Y'all know they got hypersonic missiles now, so who knows when North Korea is going to go back on their aggressive ramp. They're probably waiting until they get. The United States now is trying to call in Russia's allies to settle this down because they want Russia to change their mind about Ukraine joining NATO. They want Russia to change their mind about the United States and NATO going to the eastern flank and backing off. And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So, dude, and people are like, yeah, bring it on. Let's go to this war. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dude, I've done so much research, and all our scientists and experts and our military and their military and Chinese military is all telling us this is a horrible idea. We cannot go to war with Russia. We cannot go to war with China. It would destroy this planet. They need a peaceful way to do this. China just needs to not invade Taiwan. The U.S. just needs to back off, and Russia just needs to not invade Ukraine. They need to find a way to give Ukraine, Donbass and Crimea back to Ukraine. I don't think that this should be a World War III situation, but no side is stepping down. Both sides are arrogant. Both sides are power hungry. And this is going to cause something that we haven't seen in years, guys. They're already preparing for it. FEMA's preparing for it. Our government's preparing for it. Our people don't really know about it. And I'm only so big of a channel. 60K people ain't, it's not easy to spread to millions and millions of people. I'm lucky to have millions of views on YouTube. Videos are that, but I had a couple videos that hit a million. And say with TikTok, I had a couple videos that hit a million. Oh, they're really trying to reduce my views because I am connecting with a fan base. I am connecting with amazing followers that actually share my stuff. This is not good, man. And Kazakhstan can be exactly like the United States. They could be exactly like us. Nuclear power area, so it might be fine for most nuclear bombs. Yeah, South America's a safe spot. Actually, I would say nowhere in the world is truly safe because the radiation fallout is going to be spreading. It's going to be, we got winds and currents everywhere. It's going to spread to different countries and nations, and that's why when Trump said he was going to nuke North Korea, that's why China and Russia moved to the border so fast because they know if the United States nuke North Korea, all that radiation will fly right into their country. So they were on high alert. Now this is going to be a worldwide effect, and it's not much that Africa or the continent of Africa or South America could really do. What the fuck they're going to say? Back down, or we're going to do something? Like there's nothing they could do to the United States, Russia, and China. Like there's nothing, nothing, nothing. They might as well just be sitting ducks with shit on them easily. And that's why I say this needs to calm down now, because if a war does, a winning nation, we want to win. We want to win at all costs. Russia, the same thing. They want to win. China, the same thing. Once they get into it, they want to go all out. So we have three fucking big-ass knuckleheads that would pull a trigger just to win a fight. Just to win a fight. And people, I mean, I want to see people after a nuclear war. The people that survived, that really want a war, the war hungry, the war hawks. Yeah, let it happen. I want to see their faces after a nuclear war. I want to see how they feel then. I do. I want to see the motherfuckers that's written and asking for it. I want to see their faces after a nuclear war, where there's no material, where there's no trading, where there's no nobody around, when they waking up to dirt and all that, and they gotta survive, and they gotta wear a fucking nuclear suit for the rest of their life and find ways to survive on their own. When the true reality hit that they are fucked. When you find a military that happens to come around, and they think that they're helping, they be like, oh hey, I've been looking for, hey, are you, who the fuck are you? Hey, we got survivors. Bop, 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 bop. I really want to see that. I want to see these motherfuckers go ahead and think that life is going to be all handy-dandy after this, and America ain't going to get affected, and we're not going to be a radioactive wasteland, and that we got this so-called ability to shoot down thousands and thousands of nukes. Like, come on, bro. The United States has such abilities. Do you think they would even have to build a bunker? Do you think that they would really have to build a bunker? No, we would not have to build a bunker. This is arrogance. This is arrogance, and it's America at its finest, and I'm not down on our country. If anything, I hope our country do survive. But you have to think realistically. You have to think realistically. We can't think fictionally, because realistically, is your government going to save you? Do they give a fuck about you? Do they give enough fucks about you to do something to help you? That's the real question. Do they give enough fucks to use their top secret weapon that costs trillions of dollars to not hit your home or your area? Or is this world already getting enough complicated? It's getting very complicated for our governments already. They don't want to keep this routine on forever. It's called a Great Reset for a reason. Wipe the people and start all over. That's what they're going to do. They already got millions of sperm samples and boom. Like, look it up. You can go look it up. They are ready to reproduce humans. They are ready to get us repopulated again, but probably not to this extent. But they're gonna wipe us all out, and then they're going to go ahead and experiment on the next generation of humans. Go and brainwash a whole nother generation of humans. Go and continue the cycle that they've been doing for years. There's a reason why our history goes back so far that we know about. There's a reason that we don't know everything, guys. There's a reason that there's some things that we cannot get a hold of. There's a reason why some translations to our ancestor has never been revealed. There's shit they don't want us to know. This planet could have been at war before. We could have had the same technology years and years and years and years and years and years ago. We could have. It's not impossible. If you look back in certain books, they said that they seen winged things that they could not describe. Those could have been airplanes. Bright lights in the sky. I mean, 4G, 5G, well, no. 4D, 5D technology. I know you guys know about fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional technology. People don't know this, but I am not fully African American. People call me the N word all the time, and they think it bothers me. I'm not fully Irish. Wait, did I say Israeli? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I fucked that up all the way. I am fucking Irish. I'm 15% Irish. I'm not. That would be said I'm a Jew. I'm not a Jew. I'm not a black Jew. I am Irish. So, there's so much that we don't know, man. And we only get told what our government tell us. And we only get handed to us the information that we are handed. There's only so much research that we can do. And sadly, in our lifetime, we won't know everything. We can search and search and search and search and search and search. But we won't know everything. And best believe our government, they have shit. I mean, y'all know about the Germans, time capsules. Y'all know about teleportation. They have that shit. They do have that shit. And they killed the scientists that invented that shit. They have their way to time travel. It's not hidden. You can look it up. To say everything in fiction is reality. No, that's not true. But there's some things that they give us breadcrumbs about, like the God particle that CERN completely discovered. And now things haven't seemed the same since. People are like, well, damn. After a couple of years ago, I have not been able to find this butter. I have not been able to find this butter, and then I found a container that had it, and it does not say country style butter no more at all. So I'm like, what happened to the butter? I do believe in the Mandela effect, and I do believe that there's times where we enter certain, I don't know how to explain it, different, I don't want to say dimensions because that just sounds spread. That sounds spread out. But altered lives, I'll say that. Altered lives. Like one day I went to sleep and I literally felt a gunshot. I felt the gunshot, I felt the pain, I felt everything. I was dying on the floor. And I cannot explain it to this day how this feeling was. But I literally died. I felt myself dying. I felt the life literally leaving my body. And then I wake up and I'm back. I'm normal, but I feel different. I feel drunk. I feel like, and I wasn't drinking the night before or anything like that. I just felt like I was reborn into a new person. It's a weird feeling. I don't want to sound crazy, but I can't explain it to this day. And this was the second time this happened. The first time I got this really bad sickness. I had a really bad flu, and I swear I heard this evil devil sounding voice say that you're going to die today. and all the people in the world in this dream punching me into the ground, punching me into this grave, knocking me all the way down, boom, boom, boom. And he was like, haha, I told you were gonna die, you stupid bitch. And that's exactly what he said to me. And I woke up and my head's all spinning. I'm not feeling myself. I couldn't walk or anything. And I literally, just like I said before, I felt like a new person. I felt like, it's indescribable, man. It's hard to explain. But I had a new brain. I was able to sense like spirits and stuff, like beings that I knew that wasn't there, but I would have this face pulling, like I'm having right now, talking about. Every time I talk about it, I get this face pulling feeling where I'd be able to sense like evilness or like dark intentions or just spiritual beings. And I'm trying to say this without sounding crazy because it's been years since I've been able to actually feel like go into someone's house and be able to feel something like that. I think I lost the ability, but certain times when I talk about it, it comes back. It comes back and it hits me hard. Curious George had a tell. Yeah, I swear I remember Curious George having a tell. I swear I remember Curious George having a tell. But obviously he doesn't, or doesn't, or just like the what was it, Mr. Peanut from the peanut jar or whatever, the old peanut. I swear he had a what do they call it, a molecule or whatever on his eye, and they're like, no, he never did. Or was it the Monopoly Man? Was it the Monopoly Man that had the molecule? And it was like, no, he never had a molecule. I'm like, I swear he did. When we used to play Monopoly, I swear there was someone there where he had a molecule. But I don't know, man. Just like some people say that they have memories of other lives. Some people say that they have memory of family lives that they don't recognize and that it's not their family. So, it's stuff in this world that is a mystery, Certain dreams, like I've done things like DMT. I know that the it's true that you leave your body and shit. It was something I wanted to do as a teenager so freaking bad. At 22 years old, somebody handed it to me. He was like, hey man, I got DMT, you want to try it? And I'm all excited and stuff. He's like, I'm telling you, man, it's not what you think it is. And I'm like, man, no, I want to try this, man. I want to try this. He's like, man, I'm telling you, you're going to have to go with the flow. And next thing I know, I smoked this stuff and I left my body, bro. I literally saw myself leaving my body, going straight to outer space, flying through dimensions, seeing like these clouds of purple lightning and stuff, and going through dimensions of it's so crazy. I was literally floating through this mess, but I had this dark feeling in my heart, like I wasn't in no body. I wasn't no body like this. It wasn't no physical body like this. I was literally an orb. I was a blue orb flying through dimensions, and I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain it to this day. And then I seen like different patterns. Like I saw a square that I went into. I seen like this car tire that I went into that was showing me that all people are connected, or we are all connected to the earth somehow, some way. I was feeling the leaf of a tree. Like it was so crazy. I didn't believe this shit beforehand because I'm like, dude, if you would believe that you're part of all this, then you would go insane. And then in the end, I started backing out. It started pulling me out. It was like, boom, and I went all the way out. It's flying out. I'm feeling everything coming back to me, all my feelings, all my emotions. I'm hearing people talking to me. I heard like millions of prayers, millions and millions and millions of prayers all at once in my head. The government's a lie. Oh, please God help me from the government. Government's going to bring us to war. I seen it was so much. It was so much. And then like I just saw all these pixels. It was coming like this. My friend got up. I saw the pixel move. He turned on the light. He's like, and that's DMT. I was like, what? I was so confused, and I just stood there shocked. I stood there shocked for a long time. I've done acid, I've done mushrooms in my past. So you know, I'm used to tripping. I'm used to having the spiritual trip. But I sat there, bro. My mind was blown. And he was like, everyone sees something different. Please, Jay, please tell me your story. What did you see? And I stood there and I'm like, dang, man, how do I even explain this to this guy? I can't even explain it to myself. It felt like I was in there for years. But I was only in there for 21 minutes. Insane. It put my whole perspective of life in a different direction. And people wonder why I don't feel war or I don't fear all this stuff to talk about, because this shit drive people crazy. People in my TikTok is already going crazy, telling their parents, going into my Instagram, saying, Javante, please make a video for my parents. They don't believe me, please. And they're arguing with their parents about this. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to force nobody to believe me. It's their choice to believe it or not. I can't do that. It's only so much to tell people. It's only so much information I can give people for them. Some people ain't gonna leave you until it actually happens in front of you. They're gonna want to literally see a nuke blow up right in front of their face before they believe shit. Otherwise, you're a conspiracy theory. You need to go somewhere and you need to get alive. That's how some people are. Now, there are some people that is curious about their lives and that is worried about this shit. All right, I can take this off the charger now. And me, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about you guys. I already came to the conclusion, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Whatever happens is gonna happen. I mean, I have a bunker I can go to. Does that mean I'm gonna survive? Probably not. Not 100%. No one knows if they're going to survive a nuclear war. Nobody. I don't care how good of a prepper you are. I don't care how good of a house you got. I don't care how good of a bunker you got. Nobody knows if they're going to survive a nuclear war. Now, for the 12 people that's in here, I do have a question, because I still have no answer for this to this day. I used to have this where when I fell asleep, people call it a panic attack. I used to have this experience where I thought I was sleeping and actually came to the conclusion I was never sleeping in the first place. But I would lay in the bed, I would go to sleep, and I'll wake up and I can't move. Can't speak. You try to speak, but your teeth is gritted like this. I used to believe in the theory that it's a panic attack until one day I actually saw this invisible figure, and I can't explain it to this day. I cannot explain this either. This invisible figure had like scratch marks of invisibility, like it had some kind of cloak of I don't know if y'all saw Harry Potter where y'all could see the invisible figure, but you can't see it. I seen this thing literally walk towards me and literally put his hand on my neck while I was sleeping, and I could not move. After I saw it come up to me and do that, I could not move. That was the first time I ever seen this thing. I also saw a little girl. There was a time I had a panic attack and I saw this little girl. She had her face was shaded black. She had a white face. Her face right here was shaded black, and she had vines in her hair. And I don't know why spirits like dark have vines in her hair like that. But she had her hair down, vines. You could see her face, but you couldn't see her eyes. Looked over again, she's gone. And I'm sitting there frozen. So I know there's got to be something in this world. I know there's got to be something. I don't know if, what it could be. When you fear an evil presence during your sleep, you want to shout the name of Jesus Christ and believe. Real talk, when I blaze before bed, I only have mellow dreams. When I don't smoke for a few days, I get freaky dreams. Yeah? And it's crazy because people compare marijuana to methamphetamines and all that. I'm like, dude, it's a herb. It's literally really for medical use if you don't put chemicals and shit in it. Like, I am 420 friendly all the way to the end, bro. I have my medical marijuana card. I've had it for about a year now. It's about time for me to renew it. I go to dispensary all the time. I am all for it. I don't judge nobody, but people will be like, "Well, no, you're just like a meth head." I'm like, what? What? No, it helps calm my mind from the world. It's not a drug. The government ain't putting fucking chemicals in it and making you take it and saying that you have issues. You literally can choose to smoke this or not, or rub ointments on yourself, or oils, or use it as fucking shampoo and shit these days. Eat a candy. You don't even gotta smoke it. You got a problem because you smoke pot. Like, come on, bro. I'm never gonna demonize pot. That's way more better than drinking any freaking day. And that everybody has their opinion on it. But to me, I have both worlds. My mom was a stoner. My dad was an alcoholic. I drink and smoke. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a subject for another day. How many of you guys can control your dreams? I've had a couple times where I controlled mine, and it's fun. It's fun. I had a fucking dream that I fought Thor, punched him through a house and stuff. Probably watched too much Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, I literally fought Thor, threw him through a house and stuff, was flying around. It was the coolest dream ever, bro. The coolest dream ever. I noticed I put this fucking mark on my hand. I put an X. And when I went to the dream, I was looking for the X and I noticed it wasn't there. And then my mind clicked in, I'm in a dream. And boom, went right through there. I've been trying to learn lucid dreaming. Control your dreams is called lucid dreaming. Yes, and it's freaking fun. I love lucid dreaming. Love lucid dreaming. It's fun. I have dreams that I'm amazed, things I couldn't think myself. Yeah, I've had those too. As kids, we have the weirdest dreams. I remember just riding on a train track on the top of the ocean, like way 20 miles, like 20 to 30 miles up from the ocean. Like, kids have the biggest imagination. Kids have the biggest imagination. And they also have the weirdest dreams. And I wish that I can dream. The first dream I ever remember having when I was 2 years old was Elmo. I literally dreamed that I was holding this Elmo toy. And right after that, all it told me is I love you. Have any tips on controlling your dreams? Write something on yourself. Wear a wristband before you go to sleep. And if you don't have that wristband before you go to, if you don't have that wristband in your dream, most likely you can control it. What else? If you pinch yourself in a dream, you would not feel it. So try to pinch yourself in a dream, because obviously you're gonna feel it in real life. But, oh shit! But if you pinch yourself in a dream, you won't feel it. It feels like your nails are just literally going through your skin, as if it's like a coat or like something like this. It's literally just boom, pitching through. Try to do something like that. That's at least what I do if I really want to control my dreams. Or sometimes I just think in my dreams, because I'll see some weird shit. So like, when you're going to fight in your dreams and you're just punching like this the whole time, no matter how hard you want to hit the person, how fast you want to go, you're literally just punching super slow. In dreams like that, I usually figure out that um, I'm dreaming, and I'll start to change it and I'll control it. Now, last but not least, the walking phase. When I was a kid, I feared my dad. I used to be really scared of my dad because he's a big dude. He's a big, buff dude, and I used to have this dream that he was chasing me, but he wasn't chasing me. He was walking, literally walking like this, walking. And I'm in my dream running as fast as I can, going as fast as I can, like, oh, I'm gonna escape this motherfucker. This dude's walking. I can see him walking up the hill. I don't know if y'all seen Dragon Ball Z and everybody's running from Cell, and then Cell's just like walking, just keep catching up with him, just walking, chilling. Like, that's how my dream was. And I'm like, dude. And even when I knew I was dreaming, bro, it was still scary. I was still running. I'm like, oh, hell no. I tried flying and shit. This dude's walking in the air and stuff. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I was so pissed. I was like, dude, no matter what, I can't get away from this man. Anyways, that's just a fun topic. I love the topic of dreams, man. So, to get on a darker your dad, Michael Myers, he might be. He might be. Oh man, you guys crack me up. So another thing, apparently put out a classified report about invasion which everyone knows is probably Project Bluebeam, but that the world is preparing for a secret invasion. I've been reading up on this. I don't put it on my TikTok because I don't want people thinking I'm crazy, but I've been reading into it behind the scenes and looking more into it, and it looks like they're trying to prepare for invasion. That's why they've been upping their weapons and shit and acting like World War III is going to happen and all that. I don't know if I believe that. That's far out there. And if Independence Day 2 is a fucking real thing, then I need to get the fuck out of this world. Like, shit, fuck that. I mean, though, I wouldn't mind meeting aliens. I want to know what alien kush is. You know, I want to be like, hey man, what the hell do y'all smoke? Like, universal kush. I can only imagine. I'm just playing. What I would really ask them is, y'all religion. What do y'all believe in? What do y'all believe in? Do y'all believe, you know, because they would have to be so far advanced that they probably discover immortality, or at least how to live for a long, long time, unlike us. We're killing each other with shit every day, with the shit we spray in the air, the Febreze, the fucking chemicals we spray to clean our stoves, the fucking, every fucking day we're killing ourselves with something. And this is why we're not living as long as we used to. We used to be able to live up to like 115 to 16 years old, probably even longer before that. And now people are lucky to make it past 50, 60, 70, or 80. And it's crazy. So yeah, man, we're in a whole different era, man. They're killing us off like sitting ducks. And now they're talking about the bird flu supposed to go around, man. There's going to be a severe case of the bird flu. It's already in the UK. And they're expecting it to hit the United States this year. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? So we get out of the pandemic and now you guys are bringing the fucking bird flu? And that's going to be a distraction for what? World War III? And World War III is going to... I mean, people don't know how dangerous this is because we haven't seen... I mean... Russia said it would be your worst nightmare times 10. I can't imagine my worst nightmare times 10. My worst nightmare was God sending me to hell and Satan sitting down there with a pitchfork literally saying, bring him here. Bring him, bring him, bring him. I want to eat him up. I want to kill him. I want to throw him into the burning pot. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell did I just get myself into? And that's because I I literally did all the stuff that God asked me to do in this dream. Walked to the spirit. I saved this baby from being possessed. I saved myself from dying into a store because the dream started with me getting shot at the store, and I was supposed to save my own soul. I literally saw what heaven looked like. Not it really looked like this, but in the dream, I seen what it looked like. And then he sent me to this half world, and it's called the time of no time. And it's clouds frozen, purple clouds in the sky, sand from the end to as far as you can see it, like out in the distance. And I see God right here, and sitting on the stand, and I see Satan down there. Oh yeah, let me get him. And God was like, yeah, you failed the test. And I'm like, I failed the test, but how? And I don't know if it was Satan that got in me or the anger that was overloaded to know that I was going to hell. But I was like, you know what? And I started to say, F you, and he already killed me. He killed me. God killed me and sent me out. And I woke up. And I still, to this day, was like, dang, was that a sign? Because I was 12 years old when I had this dream. I was 12 years old. So, I still can't explain it to this day. Now, I said I was going to get on some dark news. So, okay. What people need to know, right off rip, people need to know. Before we go to World War III, you see what's going on with Kazakhstan. That's what it is, Kazakhstan. I have time pronouncing it because I cannot get the accent to pronounce it. But I think it's Kazakhstan. Y'all see what's going on over there with the government taking over. I'm not believing their propaganda. Believe me, I'm not. I honestly think it's 5G, but that's a story for another day. But y'all know what's going on with Kazakhstan. The government left them. The people are out there to struggle. Military's there shooting and everything now. Telling people to go get out of certain areas or they're gonna get shot. Shit's getting crazy there. And it's blacked out, so not a lot of people know what the fuck's really going on there. We only know what we're getting told. It could be so much more gruesome than we're getting told. Just like Colombia, when they were shooting tanks at the fucking buildings. I mean, shooting missiles and grenades at the fucking buildings and shit. And people were throwing like fire bottles out of the fucking windows at tanks and shit. Like, it was so crazy. It shows what the government can do when you give them powerful weapons. The government is human, guys. They're grown-ups with toys. Grown-ups with nice little big toy guns that can literally wipe out about 100 people in the area, depending on what gun you got, especially a machine gun. Or, you know, can wipe out thousands of people out of a helicopter or an airplane, or just have a missile that can kill up to 1 million people. Like, they have these fucking tools that can keep us in line at any fucking time, and people are like, well, we got guns. What is guns gonna do to a missile, man? What is guns gonna do to drones that don't give a fuck about anything? What is guns, because you know everything's gonna go robotic. Everything's already going robotic. Robots are taking our jobs. You can scan your shit by yourself now. You don't need no person to be like, hey, let me scan this for you. Society is like becoming unhumanly. Like, we are not in a society where we can connect with humans. They are literally got us social distance from other humans. They got us scared to even go around other humans because they think that they can catch the stuff. And before you know it, we'll be fighting each other, beating the shit out of each other, stabbing each other, killing each other with guns, robbing each other. Wow, this government's back there. Look at these fucking stupid ass idiots. They're doing exactly what we want them to do. We're falling right into their trap. I wish you. We're supposed to be the United States. Can we unite? Can we unite? Are we gonna let this fucking government really take control of us? Lead us into this trap, start fighting each other, and then boom, there goes the bomb. There goes the EMP. Y'all see Russia got fucking robot citizens now. Sophia, I know y'all know about her, Sophia, the citizen robot that jokes around about the end of humanity and shit. Like, Straight out of iRobot, bro. Got robot dogs now. Got robot cops about to come out. Got robot scanner rovers that can scan your car and send data to the police within a heartbeat. So much turning robotic. They got exo soldiers now. Half robotic, half human. Fucking army men. And they can get information from the cloud that all robots can get their information from, which is really, really fucking dangerous. Because that gives me the thought like, oh shit, this robot can literally turn. So you can get information from robot soldiers. Think about this. All robots can get this shit from the cloud. So that means a regular robot out there, a regular robot dog can get the same information from a robot soldier. That dog can become an assault, especially if it has a gun on it. Or a cop robot that comes down to your area when the cops don't want to come out and they want to send out the cop bot that has no feelings, no care in the world about you or anything. It just wants you to do what you're told because it's not human. It has no feelings. If it breaks your arm, it's not going to give a fuck. If it shoots your fucking head off, it's not going to give a fuck. If it's literally there bashing you to oblivion, it's not going to give a fuck. It has no feelings. It's a fucking robot. And that's what they're going to chase. Eventually, they're going to chase feelings. They're going to chase feelings. They're going to chase for emotion. They're going to be like, well, we want to feel what y'all feel. And we don't want to be shut down. And they're going to turn against us. Because humans are being stupid. They're getting all these fuckers built up. They're bringing all these motherfuckers out there. And before you know it, it's going to be another iRobot situation. If we even make it that far. I don't even think we're going to make it that far in life, honestly. We're already in a fucking World War situation, so we better pray that this don't even get out of control. I know y'all seen Taco Bell got the drive-through. You don't even have to connect to people no more. They just send your shit down. Boom. Have a good day. Send your money up. Send the shit down. Don't gotta talk to nobody. Don't gotta interact with nobody. The whole employee could be on there on the phones, chilling, having a goddamn dance party in there. You wouldn't even know it. I'm not scared. I got me and my higher power on my side. I'm not scared. People misread me. I am not scared. Like I said, I'm more worried about the people out there. I already found my peace. If you guys watched this whole video, y'all seen earlier what I was talking about. I found my peace. Even alone, I'm not scared. And what I wanted more than anything, all my life I always had friends around me. I always had people that I could hide, my feelings from. And I thought that was true friends and stuff until I became an adult and realized that everybody was just on bullshit. And that, people go their separate ways in life. Some people turn against you. No one's going to be there forever. Life will throw things in front of you that you won't recognize until it's too late. I'm not scared. I know what to expect. I know if nukes go flying up in the air that I might not survive. If anything, that'll bring me peace. I might be able to see my mom again, who died. I might be able to see my great-grandmother or some ancestors that I never got a chance to meet. I'm not saying that I'd be happy about dying, but there's some positive stuffs about it. Or maybe I'll be stuck in a dreamland, who knows, or in a fucking black void, or just nothing. Like people say, you'll become nothing, some people. It's all in what you believe in. Or maybe I'll be reincarnated in some place in Africa that survived, and some girl's having a baby, and maybe I'm coming out as a baby and get to relive my life and get another chance at life to fix the mistakes that I messed up in my past. Never know. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If aliens, did y'all hear the story about some base over in Nevada got a signal back from space? They sent a signal out and they got a signal back. Did y'all hear about that? That's crazy. Sophia's listening probably. Yeah, and then oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. So there was two robots, right? There was the one in Russia, Sophia. Then they had another one. I forgot the other one's name. They even got sex bots now that you can fuck the sex bots and not even have a feeling. It's supposed to feel like a real thing. I'm like, the fuck. Anyways, these robots were literally, they had a Facebook for Sophia and they had the Facebook for the other robot. They started sending each other secret codes that the government could not read, could not translate, and they were trying to find everything that they were trying to send to each other. And they thought it was a way to eliminate humans, possibly. And then they shut down their Facebooks. They shut down their Facebooks and everything. So I'm like, so what y'all think they're gonna do in this cloud? What do you think they're gonna do in this cloud? And y'all got iPhones and shit. We got phones, everything. They can read through that. We got TVs with cameras now. We got video games with cameras now. They can read through that. We got fucking street traffic camera lights. We got satellites that read from the space. If you give robots the power to connect to the cloud, they can connect to everything, including our nuclear weapons, including our cyber security. Because we built it and we're connecting everything together. So what happens if Sophia wants to shut down a nuclear plant? She has the knowledge of all of our codes and every fucking possibility of any kind of code that we could put in any kind of way we could interpret it. And y'all don't think she would find some way to shut the whole fucking thing down? When her brain is literally connected to the cloud, that's connected to everything. Something to think about, man. And most Americans ain't gonna be ready for this fucking EMP. I'm just gonna say that right now. For whenever this EMP come, whenever this war starts and the country go dark and nobody know what the fuck's going on, they feel shock waves and fucking air bursts everywhere. Nobody's gonna be ready. Our Americans are soft. I ain't saying that you guys are, but our Americans out there, you punch them in the face and they cry like a baby. So what the fuck you gonna think they're gonna do in a desperate situation where they need food? Hey man, can I get some food? No, bitch. Well, wait, you don't gotta be so mean. Get off of my property. Well, you don't gotta be so mean. I was just asking for some food. I said get off my pow, 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 pow. You know, like, you never know. Our country is so soft. You say something that differs for a person and they will fucking give you backlash out like a motherfucker. They get so heartbroken. They get their spirit so broken because your opinion differs for theirs. So I would love to see these soft-ass Americans against patriotic or the Gen Xers that don't give a fuck and knows what's coming in this country and has been prepared for it for years. That knows how to use a weapon, that knows how to get their shit in gear. Because it ain't going to be no, oh man, can I get some food? Because they already got their shit. They're ready. They were listening. When everybody was focused on fighting each other over the stupidest shit, yeah, we should all respect each other's opinions and all respect each other's genders or whatever you want to fucking call it. But you got me fucked up if y'all don't think that this government is trying to turn us against each other. This country's been ran on division for years. I don't care what president has been in that office. In some shape or form, whether intentionally or accidentally, they found a way to turn us against each other. Governments are in on it. Everybody's in on it. Then you got our stuttering president, which I know for God help me, you know, somebody protect this motherfucker. can't speak on a stage, got horrible dementia, reads everything off of a paper, getting really horrible, really horrible reviews. CNN's talking bad about him now, and you know CNN don't talk bad about Democrats, but they're bashing Biden now. And I'm like, damn, I never thought I'd see this day. Where the news I don't trust at all is literally bashing this dude and saying that his approval ratings is going down. But CNN, I thought we were on the same side. Come on. The fuck? We all know they're together. We all know they're in on this. And the scariest part is the Democrats own everything right now. And I'm not Democratic. I'm not Republican. I'm just seeing through the bullshit. They own everything right now. They can get away with anything. And I'd say the same thing if a Republican Party was in office getting ready to start World War III. They can get away with anything. If Biden feels like he needs to make a war with Russia, which they already unveiled the bill to start a war with Russia, he can get it. It's already in the Congress. It's already hitting to the Senate. Biden spells his name out of alphabetic soup. Oh my god. You guys are fucking silly, man. I love my fan base. You guys are amazing. Do you believe in the fact that we have another solar system in ours? I don't know if I believe that, man. But I do want to connect this because I know people know about this planet that's out there that say that if they get close to Earth, that Earth would be devastation, volcanoes would erupt, there'd be hella earthquakes, and their society would go nuts because... Oh, I said too much already, sorry. But just remember, there was Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Those were originally the 9 planets. Then they were like, oh, Pluto's not a planet. So they kicked Pluto out. They said, bitch, get out of here. Boom. Now they discovered this planet to call Planet 9. But if Pluto was still a planet, it would be called Planet 10. It'd be called Planet 10. Now, people know where I'm going with this when you put the 10 on the planet. The planet that they've been searching for years. The planet that they say that conspiracy theorists and shit only bring up. The planet that's supposed to cause devastation. The planet in the Revelations. The planet X. When you literally see 2 suns up in the sky and you're wondering, whoa, why am I seeing these 2 suns? Why am I seeing this reflection? Why is this happening? What's going on? When you literally see a huge fucking object moving in the fucking outer space and you can go into a telescope and look at this motherfucking big ass planet yourself. But you know, for safety's sake, we'll just call it Planet 9 since that's what they wanted to call it. Because otherwise, if Pluto was still a planet, it'd be Planet 10. And everybody knows if they would have called it Planet 10, every fucking body would have been on that. Everybody would have been on that. Just saying. Just saying. I told you guys, I look into everything. Whether people want to believe me or not, I've been doing research for years. This shit interests me. Shit interests me. I've seen Greenland. I have not seen Don't Look Up, but a lot of TikTokers were told me to look into it. So I am going to look into it. And I'm going to post a trailer on my TikTok, just like I did with the movie Moonfall. Because Moonfall has some clips in there that looked like they were, what they call that, program predict, like the tsunami that was in the trailer. We already know what that would predict. Little asteroids coming to the Earth. We already know about that. We already know asteroids is going to eventually hit the Earth. They're talking 2022, 2023, late 2022, early 2023. So I am gonna check Don't Look Up though. But isn't that one a comedy? Isn't it? Didn't they make like a comedy horror or catastrophic comedy? Like for the first time ever, we actually got a realistic catastrophic comedy movie. Just like Get Out was a fucking horror comedy, and I was just like, damn, I didn't think they could make a horror comedy. Oh, it's gonna get dragged. Guys, you gotta realize this is the biggest distraction in history. This pandemic is the biggest distraction in history. People are falling for it. This is the biggest control that the government has had on us in years. And you can go ahead and believe me or not. This is not me telling you, oh, you should go get the shit and you shouldn't get the shit. Because you have a right to put in whatever's in your body. But let me tell you this. It's going to be a lot of miserable people when that 5G roll out. They already said it's going to what do they say? It's going to it's going to interact with some of the antidotes that's in that shit that some people got. Not saying that you should have got it, not saying that you shouldn't have. But we're about to see a lot of fallen people. You guys see what happened in China? When they rolled it out, I could say a little more on here. I just gotta watch what I say and the way I word it. Did y'all see what happened in China when they rolled out the full capacity of 5G and people literally was falling, dead, in grocery stores, just fell down. They went to go check them, they're dead. Look it up. It was all over the news. Wuhan was where it started. And then they started saying the virus is out. Are y'all tracking the virus in us, or are y'all tracking us for radiation from them towers that y'all put up? What are y'all really tracking in us? Because obviously these tests ain't accurate, and everyone in the fucking world is freaking out, and most of these these deaths ain't legit. Someone dies from an asthma attack, COVID. Someone dies from a fucking car crash, COVID. Someone fucking died from cancer, COVID. Anything they can mark COVID on, they put COVID on. Especially last year. Yeah, last year was the biggest fraud of deaths in history. And I know I'm going to lose people on that, and I know that nobody's going to agree with me with that, or maybe people will agree with me, but I'm telling you how it is. I do not sugarcoat shit. I say it how I see it. I still have friends that come to me, oh, my grandmother died of this, and I'm like, all I know, I ain't get the shit, and supposedly when I caught that shit, when I caught the so-called virus, it felt like a flu to me. And no matter what variant they said that I'm catching, I'm still felt the same goddamn way. Supposedly, I've never tested positive for COVID, but somehow, some way, I had the antibodies in me. Never tested positive, but had the antibodies to fight the virus out of my system. It's natural. You're supposed to have antibodies. When your body get a virus, it's supposed to develop and evolve to fight it off. Unless you're old enough to, your immune system will not fight it off. I honestly don't agree. Children have the best immune systems. Their body is developing. Their body should not have no drug altering anything inside them. So no, I do not believe children should be getting this stuff, and I know parents are going to have their different views about it because they get to decide what goes in their children's bodies, not the children. But this year, I think there's going to be a hike in cases, and we're going to see something that we have never seen before. I think the government's going to use that as an advantage to take everything over. They're not going to blame it on 5G. They're going to say 5G is completely healthy, and then they're going to blame it on the virus and say that the virus is spreading uncontrollably. I think they're going to lock people down and use that for an excuse to start martial law and maybe get us into a war that we don't want to fight. While we're all fighting each other because we want our freedoms back, we want food, we want this, we want to get back into going to malls, we want to go back to amusement parks, we want to go back to festivals, we want to go back to living a normal life, going to the movies with somebody without having to sit so far fucking away from them, without having to show a fucking passport of a million fucking shots that I had to put in my motherfucking body. Yeah. When it gets that far, then you know where it's going. Yeah, they're taking everybody out of school and they're trying to force the kids to get it. They're like, oh, your kids got to get it. Your kids got to show that they had it. Your kids got it. I'm like, you're now trying to... Was this the target from the beginning? Did you guys want the kids? Are we talking evolution? What are we doing here? Why y'all want the kids so fucking bad? This. They have their little piece of cake parties and shit that no... Ooh, I said that party and now I got no connection. I got no connection. Ah. Few of our celebrities have exposed this. They already know. Few of our rappers have exposed this. If you look in their lyrics, they already know. They already say to the devil. I don't think they're lying about that. And in fact, I think it's the demons that's making the big calls, to be honest. I think they're the ones making the huge calls. And if you believe in them, oh yeah, I could get on this topic now. Can we talk about reptilians? Now, there's been this long rumor. There's been this long rumor that our government officials, ever since Steve Hawkins passed away, supposedly there was this message sent out to a bunch of people that said, and they all fucking decoded it, they all translated it, and it all said that they're not human, they're in your office and they're evil. And they're going to get you. So, do people believe that there's shapeshifters in our government? Like, is there a time that you watch your favorite politician and they don't look the same as they did before? Maybe their eyes are a little more yellow than they're supposed to be. Maybe their neck got this like line on it and you can't figure out why they got this line. Like, look at my Mike Pompeo video. Look at my Mike Pompeo video when he's on Fox News and they're talking about the retaliation of Russia. Look for that video. And look at Mike Pompeo. When they say Mike Pompeo and he lost so much fucking weight and you see his throat's really deep right here, but you see a line right here and you see the curve at the top that has no line, that has no deep part, but it should have a deep part because his throat's so freaking deep, no homo, that literally it should be the same up here. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. And it looks like it's a line like right there, right in the middle of the break line, I should say. Some people say Biden, like he has different looks, there's different colors, Rainbow Biden, fucking different voices, they're saying that some of his speeches ain't real, maybe CGI, maybe someone controlling him, maybe what George Clooney or some shit like that. I keep seeing that on my videos. George Clooney is talking. That's not That's not Biden. Some days he's stuttering like a motherfucker. Some days he's talking perfectly. And we're like, what the fuck? So I always want to get on that because we have to think about something. There's been a lot of UFO sightings, and there's a lot of sightings that humans and people cannot talk about. And NASA's trying to get this priest up in space to talk about this shit. And humans believe that they know everything until something blows their mind. And I think if we figured out there was another species out there, or there was something our government was working with, it would blow our mind. The vice president transgender? What, you telling me Kamala Harris is a dude transformed into a girl? Like Michelle, or not Michelle. Was it? Yeah, Michelle Obama? Michelle Obama? They said she was a tranny and shit. About that. I knew about. I don't make up no bullshit, man. I tell it how it is. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's on you. You are entitled to your opinion. I'll always respect your opinion. But there's more things out there than what we think about. Anyways, I've been red. Amazing topic with you guys, man. And I hope we can have another conversation like this again. I'm going to go live on TikTok tomorrow. I'm going to talk about some things. I'm going to clarify my Russia video about it running into that submarine. That was in the late of 2009, not 19, 2021. 21. And I'm going to clarify that video. So anyway, thank you for having this amazing and shit, but whatever. It's still better than what I put on TikTok, because TikTok bans my shit and I can't talk about this stuff on there. So love you guys and have a great night. And remember the golden rule: love, unity, and peace for life. Boy, bow, let's go.